Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be working on the virtual lab genotypes and phenotypes. This is showing you part 1. You should have your name first and last in. This is a reminder of this being 2 parts. You'll see the same video in part 2. But today you're working on the first half of the traits, the eyes, ears, and nose traits or tabs. Some of the answers in your tickets are self-checking. Tomorrow, you will work on the other 3 traits, or today, if you're watching this for the second time, mouth, fur, and feet. You should have already gone into the Chrome browser. You should have already clicked on the lab, and you should have read this information and clicked yes. That's the only way you got to this recording. Now I need to change tabs. So in the lab, you've already read this left side panel. Again, on day 1, you're only looking at eyes, ears, and nose. If you're watching this for the second time, you will then be working on mouth, fur, and feet. What I want you to realize is you are going to be completing crosses on your own after you complete the ticket. In order to do that, you will click the Perform the Genetic Cross button here at the bottom. You'll click that, and it will load the Punnett square with the correct letters. It will fill in the genotypes for each offspring possibility. You then need to make sure you understand which trait is dominant. In this case, the capital letter is for 1 eye, and which trait is recessive. That's the lowercase letter for 2 eyes. Then you need to put into the Punnett square what the phenotype is for each box. So if there's a capital letter dominant trait, it is the dominant genotype, which means the dominant phenotype will be expressed. So each of these is capital E, because we only had capital E in our cross. So each of these should get a 1-eye trait. You can then hit check, and it'll give you a little tone that says, yeah, you did it right. Then you can hit reset, and it should give you a new cross down here. Hit it again if it doesn't. After you complete the ticket, I want you to come back and do Punnett crosses for each of the tabs. Day 1, eyes, ears, and nose. And day 2, you'll work with mouth, fur, and feet. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enrich your understanding of Punnett squares as you watch yourself progress through this ticket.